One. Three right there. Giant.
Welcome back to another Krusty video, everybody. Today, we are going to be flocking some 2D goose decoys. I've been wanting to do this for a while. Well, I've been wanting to buy flocked 2D decoys for a long time. But man, they are expensive. The biggest reason I wanted the flocking was to eliminate the shine on these decoys on a sunny day. And from using them in the past, we have noticed they shine a lot. So what I'm doing here is I'm just scrubbing all these down, getting all the mud off from last season, and we'll get into a little bit of what we're doing next. So stay tuned. Thank you guys for clicking on the video. Hope you guys enjoy. Alright, so we got all these guys, my silos, washed up. We're going to try to flock them today. So I just ended up washing all of my silos. Got about 5 dozen. I don't think that I'm going to flock all of them tonight, but I'm probably going to do a test one on about 2 or 3 of them to see how it works and if I want to. So I'm going to try to find the most shot up ones, beat up ones, and try it on those first. And we're going to see what happens. So I got, let's see if I can get the camera to pick this up, just this big old 1 pound bag of flocking. So that's what we're going to work with. I ended up getting, where's it at? Now, a lot of research went into this right off the rip, and people just say they didn't like the glue that came with some kits, so they ended up just using Rust-Oleum black paint. So I have Door and Trim Advanced Dry. It says indoor and outdoor use on metal, wood, and fiberglass. I looked it up and it said anything that can be used on fiberglass can be used on plastic, so we're hoping, we'll see, we will see, but we're going to give this a good shake. And how I plan on doing it is using a, oh, let me find it here, just a foam brush, and if these don't work, I got a really cheap brush. So we'll see what happens, we'll see if it works, and yeah, we'll cut to me painting and flocking. We'll get everything set up. Alright, we got the first one ready. Paint is nice and shaken up, and I should probably get all this flocking stuff ready to go. Actually, I don't know how this is going to go, and I don't really have an insanely great plan, I don't think. So we'll try it out. I have this trash bag to get the rest of the extra flocking to be able to try and salvage as much as possible. So I guess we'll just try. We'll start and we'll just try it out. So alright, that's there. Paintbrush. Let's try to see if the foam paintbrush works first and foremost. Make sure we're recording too. Yeah, we're recording. Alright. I was going to stencil this out with the masking tape, and then I was like, well, if I cut into this to get this, the tape good, I don't want to cut into the decoys. That was, I mean, they're 2Ds. They're real thin stuff, so I was like, well, maybe let's just be careful around the edges and learn how to color, I guess, outside of the edges. We'll see how it goes. Alright. First dip. Like I said, we're going to do all of it. Oh boy. Well, if I don't like how this works, one decoy is going to look stupid already. It's going on actually pretty nice. I should have got a bigger paintbrush. Oh no! I already forgot about my coloring inside the lines. Well, here, we'll just make that one. This one's a test one, so maybe this side is just not going to be as good. Alright, now get careful. I don't really care to do feet as much, because these will be towards the ground part up. I think the actual paintbrush might actually be better. I'll buzz out here in a second. We'll see. But I'm guessing this is supposed to be glue. We'll flop it on. So I want to get this thicker. Then, brush it. Okay, go over just a little bit. It's on there. You're right, 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 no problem, right? That's what you think. Alright, so now all my colors are beat. It's a beat. Let's see how this looks. Beat 70 times is the first time doing this, guys. I know, I should probably 5 o'clock, I say a lot of times, but all I really, as kids say, alright, so good, thick coat. Even out some of these areas, a little bit more here. Alright. So now is the moment of truth for the flocking, if this is going to work out. So this stuff is bulk. It didn't really come from a kit, but I looked up some guys that recommended this brand of flocking. Alright, we'll start with just that much, and we'll make sure, get this trash box to hold this. Perfect, look at that. And, oh, this could be working great. Oh, this could be working great, guys. I'll bring the camera down here in a second. And remember, there's no paint or glue, I guess you should say, on the actual, on the white. So that should be able just to wipe off. You know, I hope. I really hope. Nice and covered, all areas. All right, that actually went a lot better than I thought. So let me grab this real quick. Come on, you can do it. All right. And so you've got a nice flock. Oh man, it's gonna be rough on the camera. It's pretty dark in my garage here. So we'll let this dry for a minute, and then we'll move it. We'll come back. Alright, the first one is out, stake backed, shook the flocking off, and honestly, it turned out, it looks pretty decent so far. So we will do this one, same kind of strategy. And then after I do these 3 and let them dry for a little bit, we'll go take a look at them if we have enough light. So, okay, I'm going to remember to color inside the lines. The flocking shook off perfectly, in my opinion. I'll say everybody doing this paint so far. We'll see if everybody likes it, but so far, I mean, it's nice and thick. I thought it was spray paint. But I thought it would easily, and I don't really have to mess up, so I think honestly, like this is probably the way to go. If you're going to do yourself, I mean, basically black, put the paint like this, so I don't think that's too far off. I'll leave it really honest. Never recommend this window in here, so. Okay, cut over there. Okay, more. And honestly, okay, if I overlap the white a little bit, as long as, don't let too much brown show. That's one bad thing about this plastic, it keeps me really used to brush on this one. And we shall see. The rubber feedback. These flocks up all the gloves might be a recommendation. Gloves, might go wrong, there's flocks everywhere. Alright, so the head. I'm going for a nice thick coat for that blue aspect of it. Alright, full hand. Here we go. I had a little flock last time. This ball, so I'm going to go out here. Might be bad by the first time video, but in all honesty, this method is working out quite well. I can actually shake it off for you. Oh boy. Yeah. Huh, I'm not going to do this one. Alright, well. Head's going to hit. Oh well. Alright. Hard to see in the camera maybe. We're that real flat black. The camera's going to be a little grainy, I know. But real nice flat black. We'll do the next one. Alright, so some time has passed since I've stopped recording. We got about 9 of these, only one side painted. And we started doing just the heads on a few of these guys. So we got a lot of work to do still, but I wanted to kind of fill you in. I'll do a little, I'll paint a little bit, we'll do a little bit of time lapse and try to get some of these done. But so far, they're coming out pretty decent. So we're going to keep going, keep trying to get these done, and hopefully have a good product to show you at the end.
Well, while I'm painting these up, I might as well give you guys a little bit of a rundown on what has been working and what hasn't been working. So, again, this is paint, not glue that we're using. It's Rust-Oleum. And this is a flocking kit I found on Amazon that other people recommended. Now, I will say, if I were to do this again, I would order different flocking for sure. The flocking was good. It was not great. So that would be the first thing I would change up is the flocking brand. There are some other companies that my buddies told me about after the fact, but definitely would change up the flocking. This is just, I think it's basically a generic Amazon flocking. Not kit, but bag of flock I bought. The second thing was, what I learned, 2Ds are a lot more finicky to flock than, say, full bodies are. The paint just kind of smears around the full body, and it doesn't really stick to it. So on a lot of these, I had to do 2 coats, which the full body ones took a ton of time. So that was another thing I learned. So I guess overall, learned some few things, would do a few things differently, but there it is.
it's kind of, it was a little choppy, but we ended up getting, I say that, and we didn't get them all done. And we got 95% of them done. Last night, I thought I got them all done. Flocking the rest of the other side of the fully flocked ones I was doing it, and then the rest of the heads that I was doing. Well, I must have tried to go a little too fast last night, and there's some heads that don't have one side done, and there's one fully flocked that doesn't have one side done. But other than that, I think they turned out pretty well. Definitely some improvements for the next time I do this, hopefully not for a while. But I also might touch them up throughout the season if I think they really need it. So we'll go take a look at them, and we'll kind of explain what I did, what I think I could have done better. Just a quick little look. And you can see some of the heads. We'll go around the other side where the sun is shining. And you can definitely see some of the splotchiness and the paint stuff. And that's where some improvements can definitely be made, is on those spots. Like that one in particular is a little shiny. This guy has some paint splotches on them. But overall, I think they look good. I mean, if we look at them next to the 2Ds, like, first off, I'll say the unflocked ones, they look good. They do. There's nothing wrong with how they look. But I think these stand out a little better, look a little better for visual and pop-out effect. And you can see some of the heads, the just heads ones over here that are in the sun. So I think all in all, to be honest, I think it turned out very well. Definitely some stuff I will do differently next time, process-wise, but overall, I think it turned out pretty good. So yeah, they turned out, I think, pretty good. Definitely some improvements to be made. I've learned from my mistakes, but so far, so good. I'm excited to use them, and I think all in all, it's probably cost me like, oh, he was good all the time until the video turns out. River, hey, place, Bub. River, place. Where you going? Place. Hey, place. Good boy. But all in all, I think the flocking cost me $35. I would probably get a different brand of flocking. I don't think this brand was as good as I thought it would be. But that was about $35. The paint was about 30? 20 to 30, somewhere around there. And then the brush was like a buck a piece. So all in all, it was only like $50 to flock. And I still have extra. So $50 to flock more than 5 dozen silos. So, and I didn't even do all my silos, so probably, yeah, more than 5 dozen silos. So was it worth it? We'll find out. I'm glad the process is done. It was a pain in the ass to do it by myself, so well, we'll see how it goes. But I wanted to take you guys on the journey because I'm sure there's some of you guys out there that are like me that doesn't really know what they're doing, but wants to learn. So very easy process. Don't be afraid of it. Just takes a while. It takes some time. So well, thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you stuck around, and we'll see you guys on the next one. If you guys do have a dog and want nutrients and supplements and vitamins for them, AlphaDog Nutrition, use code Krusty Kast 15 and get 15% off. Awesome. See you guys in the next video.